begins when a deeply grieving woman arrives at a grand seaside hotel in Rhode Island, intending to make it her final resting place, only to discover she is the absolute sole guest, not attending a massive, obsessive, and over-the-top destination wedding weekend. You get The Wedding People, a breathtakingly funny, dark, and emotionally triumphant novel by acclaimed author Alison Espach. The narrative follows Phoebe Stone, a recently divorced former associate professor of English literature whose life has completely imploded. Stripped of her marriage, her academic career, and her dreams of motherhood, Phoebe checks into the opulent Cornwall Inn wearing her absolute finest green silk dress, carrying zero luggage and planning to end her life. Her meticulous plans are instantly upended in the lobby when she accidentally collides with Lila, the hyper-organized, intensely stressed-out bride to the max who mistakes Phoebe's tragic aura for standard wedding guest exhaustion. The true brilliance of this remarkable narrative lies in its balancing of pitch-black comedy with excruciatingly raw psychological truths. After an incredibly honest, alcohol-fueled midnight confrontation where Phoebe unloads the unfiltered reality of her suicide plan onto the bride, an entirely bizarre, high-stakes alliance is forged. Rather than calling the authorities, the narcissistic yet desperately lonely Lila drafts Phoebe into her wedding party as an objective confidant. For the next 4 days, Phoebe is dragged into a whirlwind of bridesmaids' breakfasts, high-tension rehearsal dinners, and complex family dynamics. Espach masterfully builds a slow-burning emotional friction between Phoebe and the groom's fiercely protective, emotionally unavailable brother Gary, creating a poignant connection rooted in shared exhaustion and quiet grief. The wedding party becomes a high-pressure greenhouse, stripping away the characters' defensive social armor and exposing the hidden vulnerabilities, structural infidelities, and secret miseries of the affluent guests. Beneath the decadent coastal settings, witty social satire, and fast-paced bridal microdramas, The Wedding People delivers a profound, life-affirming exploration of depression, recovery, and the unexpected ways human connection can rewrite our personal narratives. Phoebe is an extraordinarily rich, relatable protagonist whose sharp literary observations turn the absurdities of the wedding industrial complex into an absolute mirror for her own grief. The novel treats suicide and severe clinical despair with an incredible amount of dignity and empathy, completely avoiding cheap sentimentality. Instead, it utilizes the overwhelming, forced celebration of a wedding to remind its protagonist that life is messy, unpredictable, and inherently worth surviving. The pacing moves with an addictive countdown-like momentum toward the big day, building toward a spectacular, chaotic reception where long buried truths explode, forever altering the futures of everyone involved. Supported by a magnificent, richly drawn ensemble cast, including high-maintenance mothers, unfaithful fathers, and deeply insecure bridesmaids, this novel stands as an absolute masterpiece of contemporary fiction. Espach's prose is exceptionally smooth, elegantly balancing laugh-out-loud observational humor with sentences that cut straight to the emotional bone. The unique situational comedy acts as a tremendous engine for character development, forcing Phoebe to actively engage with the world precisely when she thought she was finished with it. Ultimately, The Wedding People delivers a spectacular, highly addictive, and profoundly moving reading experience that brilliantly proves even when your own life feels like an absolute ruin, the unscripted kindness of strangers can forge a path toward a beautiful, hard-won,